And we're live.
All right. Greetings and welcome to City of Destiny, a part of the Untold Stories project. I am your host and game master, Aaron. This is our actual play of the Emerald City Knights adventure series for Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20-based system, which allows players and game masters to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. I like Mutants and Masterminds for quite a number of reasons. Among them, it is flexible enough that it handles most superheroic shenanigans, complex enough that it handles most of those really weird edge cases, and simple enough to be easy to play. I also like it because it includes hero points. Now, hero points allow our heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use a power stunt to use their abilities in creative ways. Heroes each start with one of these hero points, and they can get additional hero points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions, for me using their complications against them, or by your generosity. That's right. If you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to our stream, you will generate a hero point that can be given to the player or game master of your choice. We are a small but growing streaming network. All of those follows and subscribes and likes and bits help keep us visible and growing and pay our bills. Now let's meet our heroes, shall we? Say hello, heroes.
Hello.
Hi there.
That's on brand.
Truly is. Heroes, let's go ahead and have you all introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you're playing, something interesting about them, and answer our question of the week, which is, what other superhero team would be a good fit for your character? Yes, I stole this shamelessly from last night's Nether War broadcast. This could be another team from Earth Prime. It could also be any superhero team from Marvel, DC, or really any team that you can think of if you, for some reason, want to make the argument that your character should be hanging out with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or the Sailor Scouts.
Oh my god!
Or
Can you imagine?
the Buffy vs. Scooby Gang.
And I'm gonna start off the questioning with Joe.
Oh, okay, great. Fantastic. Okay. My name is Joe, and I play the team mom, aka Dr. Carol Irons. And I don't know, the Defenders or Heroes for Hire, like whichever way you want to think about them, if you're going comics or Netflix. I like Heroes for Hire better, but you know, I don't, because she's punchy, and she doesn't really want to deal with much of anything right now. So just put the assignment in front of me, I'll take care of it.
Who do you want to pass it off?
Oh, that's right, I pass. On Puppy. I don't know where you are. That way.
Nope, other way.
I got a big carrot in my mouth. Hold on.
The waiter has come to your table and asked how your food is.
Yep. Okay, we're good. So I'm Aunt Puppy. I play Khione. She is a stab enthusiast.
I mean, that's not wrong.
That is not wrong.
She's a stab enthusiast. And I was torn between two teams. But I really think, just because I love the show, but I really think that she would be great with Peacemaker's team.
So Suicide Squad.
Specifically that team.
You know what? Yeah.
She's like chaotic, like good.
Nope.
Like she wants to do good, but she also really likes stabbing.
I can 100% see Khione doing something and getting a bomb in her head.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Whether intentional or accidental, like, yeah, plus I love Vigilante, so like, I feel like Khione and him would get along well. So I will pass it to Brandon, who is invading my screen space over here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, here, let me fix that.
Yeah,
It's my
he's
portal
like
ability.
in on my space.
Yes.
Portal.
Hi everyone.
It's Portal.
My name is Brandon. I play Portal, the young man with the incredible ability to create portals, but lacking the ability to create original superhero names. I would say my answer would definitely be the Suicide Squad, but a bit more specific. I mean, obviously Portal has a criminal history. Amanda Waller would definitely find some excuse or reason to put a bomb in his head given his power set. But I think to fit in most, it would have to be a Suicide Squad that was composed of Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Penguin, Savant, and Polka Dot Man.
That is an oddly specific group.
It really
Thank
is
you.
an
I'm glad I
oddly
wasn't the only
specific
one
group.
kinda caught off guard.
I'm
But if
I'm
you
just
think
glad
about it-
Penguin's there.
It would work well.
Not going to argue that, but it's just a very oddly specific group.
Yep. I don't know if that particular grouping ever existed, but I think it needs to exist.
Probably not, but
And I will pass it off to Crucible.
Hear me out. You were so close to having an all-P Suicide Squad. Could have been Portal, Penguin, Peacemaker, Polka Dot Man,
Poison
I have
Ivy.
more time to think about
Poison
it.
Ivy. Who are the
The
other
the alliteration squad. I could have.
Anyway, I'm Alex. I will be playing, as always, the part of Ethan Blackwell, aka Crucible, aka the bathroom attendant of magnetism. I am here as a college student with ferrokinetic powers and a lot more gumption than competence. As such, I think it would be fun if Ethan went to the X universe and started his own Brotherhood of Incompetent Mutants to face off against his father Magneto.
I don't know what the
me
X-Men
and Marrow.
skin.
Polaris.
Yeah, Polaris is there also for the anti-Magnetoism. But she's
Wrong
way
guy.
better at my job than Crucible is.
She
Wow.
would murder you and take over.
Yeah. And it would be rightfully so. But you know what? If Clumsy Foul Up could be the Emperor of the Kree Empire, Ethan can form his own Brotherhood of Mutants. And I'll pass it over to Professor C.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I play Professor Cephalopod. He is a giant octopus in a mech suit. That will forever be his interesting fact because, well,
It's really interesting.
yeah. For me, the answer to this question was super easy. He would be a member of the Doom Patrol, specifically the television version of the Doom Patrol, because he's weird and scary, and 100% fucking Niles Calder had something to do with his accident.
You know, Wiki, if you hadn't said that, I would have.
He's a little bit too competent for that team, though, so I'm not sure how long he'd stick around before he just like went. But before he went, like, okay, Cyborg and I were going somewhere else.
Right. I was gonna say Cyborg's pretty competent, but or at least was until the most recent season.
Yeah, and I will pass it back to Aaron.
Oh, all right. Well, fortunately, I don't have to answer the question because I have no characters, and Aaron would be a terrible fit on any superhero team.
I had to be an unpaid intern at S.H.I.E.L.D. You've got to be somewhere.
That's right.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I could see being the technical writer for the DEO.
That's a bit
You know, writing the user guides for how to use the power dampening cuffs.
I would be the shield agents that are in the background posing, taking pictures with Iron Man. Like that would be me.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, when last we saw our heroes, they found themselves back on Earth with a 200-foot tall Lord Sanguine menacing the city. The heroes managed to complete the ritual that was required to send the vampire and his followers back to Avestan. They brought the residents of Emerald City back to this reality. In the process, Professor Cephalopod and Portal ended up being the guardians of the gate on this side, while Long Hunter and Dr. Clock remained the guardians back in Avestan. Makame the owl was slain by his brother Namatu as the Kestrel joined the vampire's forces. Their godly parents started to wake up, but once the vampire was banished, returned to their slumber. In the aftermath of the ritual, our heroes returned to Emerald Tower, where Cyrus and Carol were able to really talk for the first time and to start to figure out who they were to each other, because neither one is quite the other one's deceased spouse, but they're not them either. So, that's a thing.
It's complicated, says our Facebook status.
Right.
Avril Lavigne starts playing in the background.
Yep. Max Mars offered Carol a place to stay and a stipend until she figures things out. And at the time, Dr. Irons, for now, has agreed to be a member of the Stormbreakers. Our younger heroes were preparing to go out for another night on the town when there was a brief disagreement between Professor Cephalopod and Portal. However, before that could really be resolved, Roberta contacted the team to say that down in the lobby, there was a woman there who was claiming to be Khione's mother. So that seems to be as good a place as any to pick back up. So, heroes, what do you want to do?
We're all as far as I know, we're all staring at Khione.
Yeah. Her who?
And Khione's just standing there going, what?
I mean, it's your mom. Shouldn't you go say hi?
What?
The mech suit will lean towards you a little. That's complicated.
Like complicated or
different
less
complicated?
Oh, okay.
I'd say equally complicated in a different way.
Okay. Well, do you want someone to go down there with you?
So the pun wasn't intended in my head when I said it, but it's now intended. Khione is frozen in place.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna kind of like
I see a 404
gently
arrow.
put my hand on her shoulder.
Khione.exe needs to be restarted.
Khione is broken.
I'm just gonna kind of gently put my hand on Khione's shoulder. I'm not shaking her, but I'm just kind of like trying to be firm and move a little bit to kind of give her something to
Start that
hone in on.
And then
to ground
Khione
to, and just
immediately
be like, hey.
And once Khione
okay?
realizes what's happening, she turns into a snowstorm and disappears.
Oh no. She could do that?
Yeah,
She only does that when she's stressed out.
that tracks.
Where do you reappear, Aunt Puppy?
I reappear down in the lobby, but like not next to the woman claiming to be my mom, but like creepishly hidden in a corner, just staring at her, but like not going to her.
Okay.
So I'm like weirdly hiding behind a pillar, like, hey.
So what you will see down in the lobby, kind of impatiently tapping her foot and glancing around at the walls of the lobby, looking at, the press articles that have already been framed and put up on the wall because Riley has been very busy. You see a woman who appears to be in maybe her late 30s, early 40s, kind of hard to tell for sure. Definitely has native tribe ancestry to her. Has the long, very straight, stick black hair. Her eyes are piercingly blue, however. She's wearing a pair of jeans and a flannel shirt. And you just get a sense of power off of her just looking at her. And she turns as soon as you materialize and looks you up and down with that sense of, I am cataloging everything about you.
You are being observed.
Oh no. Not a big fan of that. And also, if she's in her 30s and 40s, well, I guess that, I mean, 40s would make sense.
You're
Like,
assuming
I would-
just because she looks like she's in her 40s, she's actually in her 40s.
Yeah. Because I mean, Khione's 21, 22, so 40s would make sense.
She could
30s would-
100% be in her late 30s or early 40s. That's
Yeah.
how baby making works.
30s would be, early 30s would be, but still, she's creeped out that she's so young, I guess. So she's still,
She's looking at you expectantly, but doesn't seem to be in a rush to say anything.
okay. So I just kind of slowly walk up. Is Roberta down there or is she upstairs? Did she come upstairs or did she just call us upstairs?
No, she's still seated at the desk
Okay.
with her lack of legs.
Interesting discoveries from last episode.
Yeah, was not prepared for that one.
You never saw her not behind the desk.
Just a quick aside, by the way, like when she disappears, I'm just gonna be like briefly like, Roberta, is she still in the building? And then when I find out she is, I'm just kind of leaving alone.
Yep. Yeah, and Roberta will tell you that she's in the lobby.
So Khione walks over to Roberta and says, I require all of the alcohol. And then she turns and looks at the woman claiming to be her mom and just stares at her, just looking at her like not sure what to say, and just kind of awkwardly like waves at her.
So, for clarification, for both my brain and the audience, is this taking place in the main tower lobby or in our lobby?
Your lobby.
Okay.
Yes, it is not down on the ground floor. It is up on the lobby, the lowest of the 5 levels of the tower, which are your base.
Okay.
And the only one which is accessible from the rest of the building.
And it does. I'm trying to remember. Brandon is there doesn't require any kind of special clearance to get to there to that lobby.
It does, in fact.
It does.
But that clearance can be as simple as buzzing up to the desk, and the desk can allow you to come up.
Okay.
Because you guys do have, like people will make deliveries there and whatnot. So it just has to be, someone at the desk would just has to buzz someone else in.
Yeah, you just need like a sufficient excuse for Roberta to go ahead and buzz you in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nobody stops anybody carrying a pizza.
Not as a rule. So she just kind of looks up and down at you and says, well, apparently your mother's lack of manners was passed on to you.
And who the fuck are you? Now Khione's mad.
Oh dear.
So
I'm Aurora. I'm your grandmother.
oh.
That kind of mom.
I'm just seeing like this like grumpy ass like teenager just sitting there like with her hair all mucked up like after a fight, and she's just like, what the fuck? And then she's like, oh, I'm your grandma. And she's like, oh, like no clue what to do.
Elise wasn't happy with her destiny and ran away. And you were the result.
Look at Joe sipping her
don't-
tea.
I don't like it.
I am not eavesdropping. I am not eavesdropping. I am not eavesdropping.
I mean, you easily could. Any one of you could open up the comms.
Oh yeah. But I feel like Professor C should be congratulating Portal for the restraint.
I just imagine you're now pacing around the room we're all in.
Oh, I
Just
absolutely am.
chanting that I am not eavesdropping.
I'm pacing, but also randomly creating portals
Yeah, that's what I
to
was.
the other half of the room.
So it's almost like you're in a Japanese horror film.
Yeah.
Is the stairs going up or are they going down? Or is he going around? Or
But yeah, so she's like I said, just totally eyeing you up. I knew you were out here. Didn't know that the gifts would be passed on to you, but you and your friends made it impossible to ignore that.
You're welcome.
hopefully I don't hear that on the comms.
No. No, Seth has definitely turned the comms off because he knows this team and its tendencies.
It's like parental lock. Like,
Yeah,
can't turn back.
Essentially, that's what it is.
So,
What are you doing here? Why are you here? What's happening? What made you come here? Who let you in?
Who let the dogs out?
Ow.
I was let in by your receptionist.
But you lied. Why did you lie? Why didn't you just say who you were? Why are you here? What is happening?
Because would you look at me and believe that I was your grandmother?
Like, no.
There's your answer. I'm here because you and your friends woke up the gods.
No, to be fair, we didn't know that's what we were doing.
We also didn't
That
do
makes
it.
it better.
I want to clarify that we didn't go there with that intention.
So you almost were an accessory to deicide through incompetence rather than through malignance. Well, I suppose that's a step up.
Well, I don't like this woman.
Oh, she's fucking around. She's about to find out.
Yeah, Khione's trying really hard not to stab her. Like,
I'm
But she can,
thinking
like,
that wouldn't
feel-
work for you.
no, I can feel the radiation of power. So like, I know that like, even if I tried, like she'd still be able to like work. Cause I'm still not, I mean, obviously I can't turn into, you know, what snowflakes? What the hell is the thing? Like small water particles that are frozen.
Snowflakes,
Yes,
yeah.
we call them snowflakes.
Snowflakes. What I was looking for.
What brought you back to the city?
I'm looking for my mom.
She's not here.
I don't believe you.
I like that you said that like a question.
I know.
She would know better than to come back to the city.
Why?
Because when she rejected her responsibilities, I made it very clear she wasn't welcome here.
So don't like her.
Yep. Yep.
Now I'm just imagining at this point, Khione is just turned into a puppy.
Apparently we don't
I'm
like
so-
parents on this channel.
I am so angry on Portal's behalf because he has no idea what's happening.
And Khione has only ever been around like happy, friendly parents and family members. So like her being such a bitch, she has no idea.
Oh,
Like,
and by the way, Khione, your adopted grandparents are also wonderful human beings.
yeah, like everybody in my family, I was adopted into an amazing family.
And totally not liars who blame us for her people's roles in waking the gods.
Ooh, thank you. Wait. So if you knew that we awoken the gods, aren't you supposed to be the one protecting them?
Yes.
Then what the shit?
It is a valid ask.
Now she's an angry puppy.
When the Sons of the Sky returned, we found out what they had done. Those who were responsible for opening the portal in the first place have been punished.
So killed.
No. They live.
So you just sectioned off a whole area of time with people and vampires and werewolves and all sorts of things, just eating them.
I did no such thing. That was that Spanish magician.
Dr. Clock?
If that's his name, yes. I've been here ever since Makame and Nimatu vanished.
I love that the rest of us are just sitting at the table going, how long do we wait? How long do we wait?
I'm pacing.
Still sitting on the couch because I know very little of whatever is going on.
Occasionally, a portal accidentally sends me like outside of the building. Like I appear somewhere like 2 miles away and then come right back.
No, I've been here this whole time, mostly remaining within my refuge and making sure that the gods remained asleep. Occasionally, when things were dire enough, I would come and help the tribe. And then, yes, suddenly there was a 200-foot tall vampire, and the gods started to wake with the death of one of their sons.
Well, the other son killed him. We didn't do anything about that.
No, you didn't.
Actually, we kept him alive. Fuck you very
no,
much.
We tried to heal him.
Yeah, I kept him alive.
If only we were there.
I know, right?
I'm going to the lobby.
I-
This has
She's
had enough.
being such a horrible person. And because she's stating things that aren't true. Oh my god, it kills me. Is this grandmother's name Sophia?
No, Aurora, you know this. So again,
Thank
you know
you.
your mother is not here in Emerald City. What are your intentions?
My intentions are to find her. And
Well, then you'll need to leave the city.
is that a request or a demand?
If you're looking for her, you will not find her here. I don't know where she has gone to. It's a big world.
Rude.
She rejected me.
Wonder why.
And with that attitude, I would too. I know what nice grandparents are supposed to be like.
You have no idea of the responsibilities that your bloodline entails. And you seem to be no more willing to take them up than she was.
The door creaks open. Is everything okay in here?
You'd have to come down through an elevator, probably.
Okay.
Unless you
Oh
go
no,
through
then in that case there'll just be a portal head.
Is it just
Is everything okay in here?
you guys come down the elevator like that episode of Friends and just stick your heads out around the corner like, hey, everything okay?
Yeah, there's a head-sized portal. Is everything all right?
Portal, let her deal with her family things. Like, we should not get involved. Unless she wants us involved. I don't know. I'm gonna scruff Portal and pull him out of his own portal.
it.
Oh dear.
Whoop. Am I not allowed to check on my friend?
It's a private moment. You continue to do the good thing of like.
That's
nobody
why
knows.
I'm very obviously not eavesdropping and just checking in like friends do.
If you wish to continue this conversation, come to the mountains. I'll find you.
It's cryptic.
Bye.
Bye.
And it suddenly gets very, very cold in the lobby. Cold enough that you actually, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but you feel it. And then she's gone.
At least I know that power is supposed to work like that. Shit. And then Khione just angrily walks over to the elevator and pushes the up button because she can't figure out how to turn into a snow flurry to go back up there. So she has to take the elevator back up.
As you're making your way over to the elevator, Roberta comes over and hands you a bottle of whiskey.
Thanks. A little too late, but thanks. I
Probably
snatch it as I go up the elevator.
Were you just gonna suck on a bottle of whiskey while in the middle of the conversation?
You're damn right.
Cool, that would have
you
made a great
met
impression.
Khione?
She'd have fit in real nicely in that western town we were just in not too long ago.
Oh dear.
So when the
So Khione's got her bottle of whiskey and is leaning her back against the wall of the elevator, just like chugging it.
and when it opens, like portal is right there, and he's just like, so is it your mom?
No.
Is she? No, you don't even get it. She said, is it your mom? Is she okay? Is everything all right? Are you okay? What's going on?
Let her breathe. I mean, she needs to stop drinking to breathe too, but let her breathe and let her answer one question at a time.
Cindy, I recognize the body language of an asshole parent. Like it did not go the way you were expecting it to.
Well, I'd like to point out we never saw her. We
The
never saw
body
the
language
asshole
coming
parent.
off as someone who experienced an asshole parent.
Yeah.
The
My
repercussions.
whole vibe.
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but if you want somebody to
No.
listen, I'm here.
That old hag was my grandmother.
Old hag.
Hag? That seems kind of harsh. I thought you were looking for them.
Not someone that would so willingly just reject my mom because of me. She's even banished from this city.
Whoa!
She blames us for waking up the gods.
Whoa! Can we back up, please? What's going on?
And she's super powerful.
I don't know.
Like
if it's
super
right.
powerful or like super powerful?
Like super powerful. Like when she left, I felt the cold. And the cold never bothered me.
Alexa, please add winter coat to my shopping list.
Can we start from the beginning, please?
So that
I'm
woman
still
was my
trying to
grandmother.
process not actually your mom.
No, that wasn't my mom. That was my grandmother. She lied about being my mom because she's young. And apparently, being a bitch doesn't make you age.
Okay, so the meeting didn't go well.
No.
I'm gonna go make some boo
I
pancakes.
think that's why there's the whiskey.
I look over to Dr. Irons. You never know with Khione.
Accurate.
You never know with Khione. I don't know at all.
So yeah, that's my point.
Also fair.
So
So my mom's not here. Apparently the trail I was following was her because she's been here and she hasn't even bothered to come say anything to me until now when we accidentally wake the gods.
Point of
And then
order.
it's like
No.
super-
We did not do
wait,
that.
We did not wake the gods.
I mean, we collected the 3 artifacts that woke them up.
No,
Yeah, we kind of.
that's not what woke them up. What woke them up was their son trying to kill their other son, whom we saved, by the way, and the vampire trying to lure them in a trap.
Yeah,
we tried to stop them from waking up.
But didn't the
Apparently,
vampire
that's not.
get here because we collected the 3 artifacts?
Yeah,
No,
apparently they blame us.
They blame us for the stupid shit they did.
Yeah, and apparently Dr. Clock is who created that pocket dimension that we were in.
We
It
knew that
wasn't
already.
them. Oh,
Yeah.
and I should really pay
Back
attention.
up. So you're saying she blames us because we weren't able to effectively enough stop the stupid shit that her people did. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I don't like this person.
That sounds like a fairly accurate description of what we've been told. Also,
Yeah,
I would like to know where Super Powerful Lady was when the 200-foot vampire showed up.
That's what I asked, and she just said,
I would assume she was in the pocket dimension with everyone else,
Mm,
unless
Yes,
she's
Dr.
powerful
Irons.
enough to avoid it.
Carol has a question.
"Team Mom has a question."
So where did she go? Do we know? where
She told me
she
to meet her in the forest, and she'd find me. Some weird.
That I mean
Do we-
cryptic, but trap. And valid questions all around. Go team. But I mean, trying to be objective here, it seems like she's an elder of some, not like grandma is an elder, but an elder of something that your family is connected to. Do you have any idea of what any of that is? Did you ask her any of those things?
So
Because if she has ice powers too, and your mom got disowned, but you still ended up with ice powers, that sounds like a lineage thing. Yeah?
Mhm.
So because you don't.
Hold on. Your mom got
Parents.
disowned?
correct, because she wanted to have me.
Okay, I'm gonna go out another level. I really, really don't like your grandma.
Khione's taking it personally, even though probably Khione has nothing to do with it, but she's taking it as a personal affront.
Pretty sure
Oh,
Khione
yeah.
misheard.
That is a very selective listening to what she said.
Uh-huh.
And at that point, like, and again, Portal can only go off of what he's being told.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
there for the actual conversation. He's gonna reach a hand into the portal, grab the whiskey, take a swig, and then hand it back. I really don't like
There's
this
a lot
woman.
of alcohol around here.
Oh, they drink a lot.
Oh, okay.
So Carol, I didn't mean for that to sound as rude as it did. But so my ice powers I've had since I was a kid.
Mhm.
I am adopted. So my parents that took care of me, I love them very much.
Good. That's fantastic.
A lot. But my powers were starting to evolve and they were manifesting differently than when I was a kid. And I wanted to find my birth parent.
Oh, just like how normal people, if they have medical problems, they want to track down the biological family to know if it's hereditary.
Correct.
Okay.
So I wanted to learn more about that.
Yeah.
So I tracked down to the adoption agency from here that said that I had a letter from my mom that was left for me if I ever came searching for her. So I got the letter and it basically told me just that, was that my powers are from my bloodline they do tend to skip a generation. So it appears to have skipped my mother because she gave them up. So I got them.
Okay.
And my grandmother, who is the Forsaken, also her name is Aurora, as part of the Sky Clan in the Atlas Mountains.
Hey, Khione,
Yes.
I don't remember anything in the letter about your mom losing her powers.
Well, she said she couldn't talk about it in the letter, but my grandmother.
I'll point out that the letter is still in the journal if anyone would like to go back and reread it.
I'm attempting to read it
yeah.
while talking.
That's
I'm
why
going
I
back.
said what I said.
Yeah, the letter did not say that. Grandmother just said that,
Or at least
essentially.
that's what you got from the conversation anyway.
Yeah.
Khione's very mad, very upset, very emotional.
Yeah,
At
absolutely.
least that's what you're telling us, grandmother said.
Correct.
This is kind of like a game of telephone.
Yeah, essentially.
Your mom abandoned her hereditary requirements. I don't know how to phrase that.
Birthright?
Essentially.
Birthright, thank you. She abandoned her birthright because she was going to have you, but then she gave you up for adoption anyways? That does
No,
not
it
compute.
was there was a lot going on. The point is, I
Was she
apparently need to
12
go
when
to
she
some.
got pregnant with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, she was gone for like 5 minutes. She's been through
Also,
trauma.
I'm trying to listen and read at the same time, and it's
Yeah.
becoming melded in my head. Essentially, like I'd been drinking.
Well, it's like, no, it's just that it's that moment that Portal's starting to get like vaguely kind of defensive. I'm just like, chill. She just had like the entire world dropped on her.
And we'll come out of the kitchen with the boo pancakes at this point.
Yay!
They're like lumpy and like lopsided.
Yes.
Oh,
And they taste more like cornbread than pancakes.
boob. Boob.
Boob pancakes.
Breasts.
Boob pancakes.
Breast pancakes. I was hearing boo as in Halloween boo.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, ghosty pancakes. No,
No.
No,
We got
these
we got haunted pancakes in here.
are titty
Yeah,
griddles.
no, that would be far more wholesome than this show ever goes to.
I
They
mean,
titty pancakes. They titty
Titty clap
pancakes.
ducks. Okay. I'll pass, thanks.
you know I can't eat those.
They're mostly for Cindy.
Okay, good.
So what do you want to do about this not mom/grandmother situation?
Khione made herself an ice cream cone, by the way.
Where did that actually come from?
Magic.
Khione makes comfort food.
That's what Crucible was doing.
So apparently does Aunt Puppy. I'm still curious on where the actual real life
Came from. Yeah, it just sort of appeared.
She was
I'm
eating
assuming
carrots
that
and
her
then
husband
ice cream
handed it to her
cone.
on camera.
He did.
Oh.
He was coming up here, he's making a ton of noise, and he just creepishly hands me an ice cream cone underneath my monitor. So I figured
Okay.
Khione will also eat an ice cream cone.
That's a good
Well, it
spot.
works. 1 point feature, able to create ice cream.
Yeah. There we go. Gotta upgrade
I'll
to
allow
that.
it.
Part of my ice constructs. I can make ice cream cones. Forest. I need to get to the Atlas Mountains.
Probably tomorrow would be better than tonight.
What is today? Is it tonight? We were going out. Oh, that bitch.
Honey,
Mostly meaning you need
I-
to
I
probably
think that's gonna be a bad idea.
sleep off the alcohol a little bit, maybe. Because if your grandmother's as powerful as you're saying, you probably don't want to show up in the forest
Drunk off your ass.
Yeah, but I feel like I do my best stuff when I'm drunk.
That's what a lot of people
You
think
very
it is, huh?
definitely do not.
I'm gonna send Khione a cheeky text and say I'll tell the driver to be out front in a half hour.
Seth is going to leave the conference room and go up to the danger room. Start
I like
setting
the danger room.
start setting up a very specific scenario.
I could sense that she was very powerful. And when she left, it was like the whole room got super cold. And I like could feel like the sting of the cold.
When was the last time you were cold because of anything?
I've never been cold.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't leave a good impression on your family, now does it? Biological family.
I mean, I don't like the word family. Not really my family.
Your sperm
No,
donors?
no, just the genetic sequencing is what was imparted to you. They aren't family.
Biology and family have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like
Why did you?
it feels 3 degrees colder around Portal. Not
Right, I was gonna say.
Okay, so drinking and partying tonight, forced fighting tomorrow.
And apparently, I have to do something about my clothing and this. Do
yeah,
I
you
have to
can
do
put
something
in-
about this? Just
Khione,
going.
can I suggest just like maybe a movie night?
After about 10 minutes, while you guys are chatting, the comms will click on, and Khione will get a message from Seth. Khione, can you join me in the danger room, please?
Danger room! Wait,
Where
was
is
that just
this?
for me?
You're the only
The
one that
farm
heard it.
room.
So when she shouted change the room, everybody's like, huh?
I'll be right back. And again, because I still can't figure out how to turn into a snowflake without being upset. Khione, go to the elevator. Go to the Wait, no,
And
is it just
having pity, I'll create a portal in the elevator doorway that just takes her up to the danger room.
I need to get that. I really need to figure that out. How did she leave the room like that?
I'm gonna go to the nearest monitor that will show me what's going on in the danger room. Because I'm curious now.
You could just go up to the viewing
There is a viewing
area.
Yeah, remember I threw a spear through it.
Yes, no, I remember. But no, it's like I don't necessarily want to get involved. I just want to see what's going on.
Right, the viewing area is separate.
No, I know.
He just wants to be extra creepy.
I mean, you could also just make a portal that is at the window of the viewing area.
Yeah.
And just look through it.
Yep.
So,
All right, so what is going on up there? Because the GM is curious.
so Seth took a quick look at the security camera footage
Uh-huh.
from the lobby, so that he would know what this woman looks like.
Okay.
He programmed essentially a fight club with Grandma, and
Does it look like the basement with like cardboard on the floor?
Sure, it looks like whatever Seth would think a fight club looks like.
Has Seth seen Fight Club?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a little fight club situation, and Grandma's standing there, and he's programmed Grandma with, because he doesn't really know how different her power set is, so he's just programmed her to have Khione's powers amped up,
Amplified.
essentially.
And Khione just immediately, as soon as she walks in the room and sees Grandma standing there, just chucks a ice spear at her.
And Seth goes, "Have fun," and leaves the room.
Okay.
Khione just starts blasting shit. None of it's working, and none of it's affecting her in any way, shape, or form. But she's just letting
chair!
Use the chair!
The limitations of what the danger room is able to do, she would totally be susceptible to your attacks.
That's giving me a lot of false hope.
It sure is. But the danger room does not have the ability to create something that is just mystically immune to cold.
And also maybe like a pseudo god.
Seth, can you put my dad in there without any powers?
Yes.
Ooh, mine too. Mine too.
I don't.
Do-
Is this a murderous team? Why?
Does everyone have problems? Does everyone here have issues with their parents? Is that
No.
I don't have issues with my parents.
Yeah, my dad has an issue with me.
I haven't met your father, but I
Your dad was like
feel
super nice
confident
to me.
in saying that your dad is an asshole.
Also not wrong.
My dad was nice to you. Yes.
You don't
He's
know.
not
You're
nice
not
to
in this
most
conversation. You're beating up your grandma.
You
Feels
can't put
healthy.
it in me.
Go kill grandma.
Grandma got run over by a Khione.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this was actually it was Friday afternoon at this point. Because you guys have been gone for most of the week.
Where's
Khione,
Tom?
Khione, I know what you need. And I look at Khione, and I look at Dr. Irons. I look at Khione, I say, let's go shopping for clothes.
Okay.
Yes, apparently.
Ethan?
Again,
Yes.
we're going back to the question: do I have to do something with this?
Well, first we need to do just something with this.
I can see Professor C is just slowly like the bubbles in his tank are just like he's warming up. And it's like the bubbles in his tank are like boiling.
So, a GM, is there like, what's like the I don't
Where's
know.
the slut store?
Oh no, let's not do that.
I actually was thinking like upscale, like really pretty dresses and like where can we do our montage of fashionable clothing?
Shopping
You act-
montage.
You have to ask. Yellow Brick Road.
Right. Where's the place
Yeah.
that keeps getting attacked?
Yep, you guys are heading down to Forever 69.
Nice.
The classy hoe.
Forever 69. My brain just got that.
That's terrible.
I wish mine hadn't.
Oh no.
So yeah, we're gonna do a fashion montage.
Oh no.
Dr. Irons is gonna find some pretty clothes. Khione's gonna find a few pretty dresses for Khione, a few pretty dresses for Portal.
Yes. Any dress that Portal thinks Carol wants to wear, Carol's gonna make Portal put on instead.
Okay,
Feels
but I'm gonna
right.
need a smaller bust.
No.
No.
Carol does not have like a big figure or
I'm
anything like
gonna
that.
say Theodore O is not particularly curvy.
Yeah. So
No,
Seth will
I'm
make
still
some
gonna say curvier than Portal, the skinny guy, though.
probably.
Well, that's true.
So Seth will make some minor adjustments to his own image inducer for the time being. And hand it to you.
Is your daddy coming with us?
Well, he handed it to her, so I'm gonna say no.
And it just makes you look different. I'll let you decide how it makes you
Oh.
look.
okay.
But yeah, dresses, suits, everyday wear. It's a fashion runway. And of
Ethan's
course, the song playing in the montage is "Girls Just Want to Have Fun."
Ethan's gonna go beg his college professors to let him turn in his homework late.
I was gonna say,
His
And then I'm
final
gonna
exam.
text Tommy and say, "Where have you been all week?"
well, Tommy's gonna ask you where you've been all week, but
Would you believe me if I said vampire demiplane? Question mark.
It's no more ridiculous than thinking that you were a Jedi.
I am a Jedi. Period.
Like my father before me.
Then yes, I believe vampire demiplane.
Do you
So
want
have
to
you
play
ever-
video games and update me on how you're feeling? Period.
So Ethan, have you already left the building?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
turn my papers in.
All right.
I'm back in
Khione-
I go back to my lab and start working on the thing for Tommy.
Oh,
or
yeah, his
Keep working
suit.
on it. It's probably close to finished.
It is. It is, in fact.
The thing that
I know,
only
I
I
want
know
Carol to
about.
look like.
I have no idea if that's being picked up by my speaker, but I had to.
All right. So I'm going to do a slight little jump in time here.
Oh, no
Don't
drunken
split the party?
shenanigans.
Hang on, real quick, real quick. Has anyone else played King of Fighters? No. Oh,
I've heard of it. But I've
dang
not
it.
played
Okay, because there's a very specific reference. There's a short blonde-haired lady in it that is a powerhouse boxer, and she's always wearing a three-piece suit, like slick. Oh, perfection. Anyways, that's essentially what. When Carol does the image transducer, she's going to look like that, except short black hair instead of like her crazy long curly hair.
I'm pretty sure we could find that suit.
Oh yeah, no, that's the point, because after the shopping excursion, she comes out with like basically what she's wearing, but clean t-shirts and jeans. But then she has this one really sharp three-piece suit. That was the one expensive thing.
That's the moment in the montage, because she's been like, while we've been at Khione and I have been having fun. And then that's the point where she comes out and actually looks kind of happy, and we both clap.
All right. So like I said, I'm gonna do just a little bit of a time jump. We're gonna get through the weekend with Ethan having attempted to contact his professors, get permission to turn in assignments late, probably spending most of the weekend cribbing notes off of Tommy and working on his assignments.
Sunday, I'm supposed to go help paint the mural.
Sunday, you were supposed to go help to paint the mural, weren't you?
Was that last Sunday? Nope.
And don't forget, we're gonna go see the long shots,
Longbows.
longbows.
That would have been Friday night. So
Yeah, okay, so that'd been the beginning of the weekend.
Didn't we miss them?
Nope, we
got
arrived
back-
just in time for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can certainly go and see the concert that night. Carol gets to spend a little bit of time using the internet to try to catch up on what is different between worlds. Not everything, of course,
You
obviously.
should have a
but-
little Captain America notebook.
Yes, yes, absolutely, one of those.
But yeah, so basically it is a week of recuperation, a weekend of recuperation, getting lives back on track. Mars's people help make sure that Carol has a valid driver's license, and
I don't think Carol
Yeah, so-
drives.
Freedom City's in the middle of a news blackout because there's a god destroying it over the weekend.
Portal is convinced that Tommy hates him, and so he's not going to be the one to reach out first
okay.
because he just wants to avoid that pain.
Ethan is doing his best to convince Tommy to reach out first because he knows Portal won't.
Hilariously, it
But does
probably
he
ends
know-
up being Seth that reaches out first.
But does he know, though, that it's because of Portal's own crippling issues of self-worth, or does he think that Portal's just can be a jerk sometimes.
Yes.
Ethan doesn't have the emotional maturity to think anything other than Portal's being a whiny little bitch boy about this.
That tracks. That tracks.
I'm imagining that Cindy spends a lot of time on Zoom with her parents, trying to remind herself that, family doesn't always suck.
Yep. I'm talking to my Nana.
Yep. Yeah. Reminding herself that grandmothers don't always suck. Pointedly not watching Encanto.
Yeah. Why? Wow.
We don't talk about Encanto.
No.
I love Encanto.
We don't talk about Aurora.
No. I suspect at some point through the course of the weekend, Seth shows a little bit more spy footage of the kids to Carol.
He will probably. They will probably spend some time going over what's the same and what is different.
Yeah.
Between their two thems.
Yeah, so it's not all Carol doing self-directed research. There's a montage of them talking and sharing some information about their various realities.
Do you guys go beat up the kids that were either buying or selling drugs to your son?
Oh, I haven't shared that information. I do, however, look up those kids to see their criminal record.
Steph cyberbullies them.
No criminal records. They are students at the school.
You don't need a record for sell Adderall.
The school may or may not get a tip about those kids selling things in the back of the school.
Okay. We'll pick up with that on Monday. Okay.
A narc.
Huh? Yeah.
Professor sees a narc.
That's yeah, I am.
Attracts.
They're they're messing with my offspring. Yes, I am.
Messing by giving him what he is asking them to give him.
Yeah. So the weekend comes and goes. Tommy does send a text message to Peter, just saying, "Hey, we should probably talk."
Oh shit! He's gonna break up with me.
No, don't think that way. Don't think that way. Like
His reply is his reply, which will probably be completely misinterpreted by Tommy because tone can't be read through text message. Is K.
Ah!
No, it's K. Period. K.
No. He wouldn't do the period.
No?
No,
because he knows what a
period is
period
worse.
in text messages mean.
That's true.
Period is code for fuck you.
For
In case you were wondering.
those of you wondering at home.
period can be that serious. Wait, that sounded wrong.
Usually
So
a period is the opposite of serious.
Right? The only little lady's got it.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
I was coming up with a response. I was coming up with a rebuttal.
I'm
Just
just
saying, in that context, the lack of a period is way more serious.
Yep.
not wrong.
So what happens after the weekend? If we're all done.
Yeah.
Ethan and Tommy both freak out about the K.
Tommy. then
Ethan's like, I told you should have sent a dick pic, dude. You shouldn't have. You should have just.
Tommy responds with an address and a 7:00 Monday ?
That's like super early.
all lowercase.
Not
7 p.m.
Oh.
all lowercase sounds good.
Okay. Are you gonna look that address up?
Did you give an address? I didn't hear.
I said there's an address.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought maybe you were suggesting that it was a real world address. Yeah, he's gonna look up the address.
Okay. It is a nice but not fancy, smaller, not so much a tourist destination, more of a you have to live in Emerald City to know that it's there and worth going to. Chinese restaurant.
Oh, he's totes breaking up with you.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
No, I love the idea that that Seth and Carol are off doing their thing. Tommy and Ethan are together, start doing this text thing, and Portal and Khione are together doing the text thing.
Yeah, and it's like he's like, yeah, he wants it to be in public, so I won't make a scene.
Yeah, and he wants to make sure that there's not a lot of people, so that in case you do make a scene, he can leave quickly.
Yeah, around people that none of us know.
Correct.
Shit.
And
Meanwhile-
Khione is texting Ethan. What the fuck?
Yep.
And you know, Tommy is saying, know,
this
my parents-
is turning into like a Shakespearean comedy.
right, yeah.
I
My
know,
parents-
Cindy. I know. I told him to send a dick pic.
My parents used to take me there. It's just, it's one of my favorite restaurants. I thought it would be a good place for us to just kind of talk and, get things out so he can actually know how I feel about him and know that, if he wants this to be casual, then I mean, I guess,
Oh,
that's fine. But, I can't do casual, so I just want him to know how much I care about him, and that if he wants casual, then that's fine. But
Bro, I think that's super sweet of you.
That's so cute.
I support this plan fully.
Meanwhile, Portal is convinced that he's like 24 hours from being single.
yeah. And Khione is not helping.
Nope.
I don't know why he texted you sounds good. There's not even an exclamation point with it. Or an emoji. I don't think it sounds good.
all right. So by the way, Aunt Puppy and Brandon, you have both been given a hero point for drama.
Oh, that reminds me.
For starting it, instigating it, or continuing it.
Yes.
Yes.
Aunt Puppy also resubscribed and gave her hero point to the Team Mom.
Yes. And both Wiki and Joe have a hero point to carry over from last week because of drama.
So if there is a fight, anyone that Dr. Irons goes up against tonight is screwed.
Yeah. So. All right. So the weekend passes. Monday morning comes. Those of you who are still pretending to attend your classes, someone step on the bot.
How does one step on the bot? I've never had to do this before.
Click on its name, and then you'll see a little circle with like a go away symbol.
Please continue. It's
Right. Yeah.
taking a minute.
Anyhow. Yeah.
Oh my
so,
God, it's Monday, and
It
I'm
is
going on this thing that I think that is probably going to be a breakup. You know what song I'm listening to. It's time for a little Cure.
Of course. But you're not going out on your breakup date until 7:00.
Yes.
So Khione and you are texting, while Khione is also texting Ethan, but she's got about as much bandwidth and memory as she did with what Grandma was saying about her.
Much the same reason. She's just really angry.
Yeah, I'm like angry and like upset because because Khione was trying to get Ethan to come with them, but he like bolted as quickly as possible this weekend. So like she's upset about that, but also she's like, upset with Tommy. So it's like a lot of upset for Khione.
Ethan is subconsciously thinking, I didn't think I was invited to girls' dress up day.
No, but there was still a Longbows concert that night.
Which ended up being
I was
really
asleep for that.
uncomfortable and awkward.
I like it, Deuce. I'm gonna steal Alex's giving hero points to our audience, and remind me that if you ever play in one of my games at a con, that you have a hero point, the Deuce.
Nice.
The Deuce said, "What's your character's breakup song needs to be the question of the week at least once." So, y'all have a little bit of advance warning for next week.
Hey, I already got my answer.
Dang.
Okay, so yes, the morning comes. Those of you who still pretend that you care about jobs or school, go and take care of those responsibilities. And shortly after lunchtime, there is beeping coming across the communicators for those of you who are not in the tower, which I'm assuming is just the 3 teens.
Yeah.
Not teens. You're of drinking age.
I am 22. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
barely not teenagers anymore.
The 3
My
team
40s
bibbies.
my 40s are showing.
The children are together. The triplets are together.
Just because we act our shoe size, not our age, does not mean we're teens.
I'm just gonna say that, you know, a bunch of people who are in their early 20s are a lot closer to my 17-year-old in age than they are to me. So,
Same.
anyhow, yes. So, beeping comes across the communicators, and in the tower, Agent Justin McKenzie from Aegis is present.
Are we in the conference room, I'm assuming?
Well, he comes to the lobby, getting off the phone with Max, and he will wait for the entirety of the team.
Which with me won't take long.
Right.
So
Khione texts Ethan and asks how he's getting to the tower.
Ethan looks up from the quiz he's taking. Makes pointed eye contact and just stands up and shuffles out of the room quickly.
Crab walks out of the room.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Pretty sure your teacher doesn't care.
No, I 100% see Ethan standing up suddenly, everybody looking at him. He starts to crab walk out of the room and just goes, diarrhea!
My IBS is firing up.
Yep.
okay. We killed Aunt Puppy.
And then I'll text Khione back and say, I've got a disc if you want to take a ride.
I mean, I can fly. I figured we wouldn't want to be suspicious since it's daytime. Question mark. Raised eyebrow emoji.
The Uber's on the way.
Oh my god.
I mean, you could also just go into an alley and change, but
My Uber account's on my dad's credit card.
there you go.
Wait, is the Uber just coming to get me, or are you coming with the Uber?
I'm coming with the Uber.
Okay.
All right.
He just sends an Uber to me.
So in short time, everyone is gathered in the conference room at the tower. And Agent McKenzie says, morning, it's good to see everyone again. In case you don't remember me, I'm Agent McKenzie. I'm the senior security analyst and the field agent for Aegis here in Emerald. We wanted to ask you a favor. The Emerald, the ECPD have been struggling to contain the stormers that you've captured since the Silver Storm. They've, in addition to the ones you've brought in, they've rounded up a few others whose powers have manifested and have started to wreak havoc in the city. You might know that this city hasn't had to deal with a lot of superpowered criminals in the past, and certainly not so many so quickly. They borrowed some power dampeners from us to help detain the stormers, but they've been reporting a suspicious series of malfunctions. Now, I'm looking into it on our end, but I guarantee that Aegis would never send out dampeners that did not have a spotless maintenance record. I asked your friend, Maximilian Mars, if Mars Tech could help out, and just before I came over, he confirmed that someone is sabotaging the dampeners. We have crews on site who are doing the repairs, and once the repairs are done, I fully believe that the techs will be able to stay on top of it. But the ECPD they've been impressed with your work containing the stormers. They were hoping that you would be willing to come by and keep an eye on things, at least until the repairs are done. Also, while I'm not just the senior security analyst, I'm pretty much one of the only agents in town at the moment. So on behalf of Aegis, I would appreciate it if you'd be willing to come and keep an eye on the detention center. It shouldn't take more than a couple of hours.
I'm okay with that if you guys are.
Gets me out of the tower.
Do you have any suspects?
For who's been sabotaging the dampeners? Not yet, no.
Do you think it's somebody in the police force?
Is Aegis going on a cruise? Be honest, that's why none of you guys are available, right?
No, there were some incidents in Freedom.
They're going on a cruise.
You're a bit sassy today.
There's a three-headed god destroying Freedom City right now.
He's sassy every day.
I don't know. I was figuring that by
when you said sassy, I'm like, today?
I was figuring it that by the weekend that would already all be done, Alex.
We'll see. We got 2 weeks. Time's weird.
Yeah. Time's weird.
Let's hope they win, or this might be a very different stream.
Yeah. There's a little caption at the bottom of this panel that says, if you want to know what the agents are up to, go check out Nether War episode number
90 something.
Yeah.
Bring a raincoat and blood bleach.
Yep. So
Isn't that just bleach?
yeah.
Ammonia.
Probably.
No,
It's a
they
good thing they don't
We're-
sell
We are
bleach.
stretched thin right now. So
I mean, can I at least tell that Peter isn't his normal sassy self, but like angrier sass? I don't know.
you can
No.
try. You can give me an insight check.
Yeah.
I can roll on something. Okay. First roll of the night. Where is it? Shit.
This is our first roll of the night.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I
didn't even notice.
Been a lot of Khione bitching.
Been a lot of roleplay.
got a 13.
No, you can pretty much just tell that Portal is
Portal.
Being Portal.
being Portal.
Cranky young adult is cranky. All right.
Yeah. Oh, look, cranky Portal is cranky.
Sassy.
Sassy. Sorry.
No, I'm the cranky one.
Right.
Oh, okay. You have less things to be cranky about now.
You have no idea.
Oh,
Uh,
guess we need to talk more, don't we, Peter?
Yes, let's do this thing.
Okay. So, how are you guys going to go over to the center, the detention center? You gonna portal it? You gonna jump in a van? You gonna fly under your own powers?
What did you-
I can
what
portal
did you
us if we want to.
preemptively do, GM? What did you
None of-
preemptively plan for us to do?
Nothing.
Because we're gonna do the opposite.
Oh, because I was gonna say whatever it was, the exact opposite.
I can portal us if we want, or if for whatever reason, anyone's got preference for another way of getting over there.
Well, I would suggest portaling, not just because it's faster, but if someone is tampering with the technology and one or more of the stormers breaks out while we're there, we don't want them to have access to.
Getaway thing.
That's wise.
All right. Then everyone after me.
Okay. You'll probably actually need to do it in a couple of jumps because it's slightly more than 2 miles, but okay. Yeah, because the Emerald Tower is not near
Well,
enough.
seeing as we know what the name of this next part is, I feel like something bad is gonna happen.
Hush.
Quiet down. Keep that meta to yourself.
Yep.
This is why I don't pay attention to the post that mentions the titles.
Oh, I'm not the only one.
So, as you guys make your way through the final portal, you can see the detention center. It is a very modern looking facility. It's on the edge of downtown, 7 stories tall. And as you step through the portal, you notice a couple of oddities about it. Namely, there is a large figure with rock-like skin dressed in Mayan clothing, who is gesturing, and tunnels are appearing into the undercity of Emerald as rips are appearing in the walls of the building.
There's your problem.
I did sense that the damper.
Above the building, you see
Oh no.
a man in a mecha suit that kind of looks like a Gundam.
This feels
He
good,
is
guys.
accompanied by numerous drones that open fire, blowing holes in the top couple of floors of the detention center. Alarms start going off.
Oh,
They start going off?
Well,
I'm
you
pretty
are
sure-
arriving literally as these things happen.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to be doing that.
yeah, no.
And as the alarms start going off and people start screaming, we should go to break.
Of course we should.
So before we go to break,
Wow, the look you gave me, Joe.
Sorry. I'm sorry. This does not stop ever.
Her face is not on mute.
Her
Yes,
face is not on mute.
there's no mute button for
Yeah.
this situation.
but before we go to break, Khione grabs Ethan's hand because after meeting her grandma, she is feeling very inferior with her powers. So she has a panic moment seeing all of this happening.
She's in her feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
Aw,
puppy.
they're holding hands.
Ethan blows his load and passes out.
And puppy, I'm going to give you a hero point, but you are going to have the shaken condition for at least the first 3 rounds of this fight.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to go to break.
We'll be back shortly. Come watch us get our butts kicked.
And Ethan's balls explode.
Oh, God.